Hello guys, my name is Ashok, and since it's a lockdown, so I thought to share few of the information about palmistry. Now this palmistry of reading hands can help you to diagnose so many diseases which is underlying in your own body. Like since in the Vedic times before, there was no diagnose kits and there were no such equipments, and the science was not developed so much so that they can recognize so many diseases. So they used to see the hands, and by just mere looking at the hands they could predict, oh, so you're suffering from this disease, or you are prone to these kind of diseases. So it's a kind of a Vedic science, since most of the nerve endings are in our hands, and even if you get stressed, it's reflected in your hand. So each and everything what happens to your body is reflected in your hand. So anything, whatever you touch it, you feel it by your own hand. So the hand is the most sensitive part in your body. So I felt of sharing this knowledge with you all, so that it can help you, in a many ways. And you can also predict someone's personality. You can also know about someone's personality. It can be a kind of a self-reflection, or self-reflection also about yourself. So basically, it will be a series of videos which I'll make. Beginning from the step-by-step process, like it's a very huge thing to discuss in a single video. So I'll make it a fragments of videos and I'll share with you all. So since I come here every day for my daily meditation, just I got a click in my mind. So okay, I should do something in this lockdown. So let's get started. So what is all palmistry all about? Like palmistry basically divided into two things, like is chironomy and chiromancy. So now, what is chironomy and what is chiromancy? Basically, chironomy deals with the shape of your hand. The mounts in your hands. These are the mounts in your hands, the length of your hand, and the finger lengths, even the skin color, and even the texture. Now this skin color, texture, shape of the hand can tell so many things about your personality. Even it can diagnose the underlying diseases in your body. So, and now when we are coming to chiromancy, it's a study of the lines. But unfortunately, what happens nowadays, most of the astrologers and most of the beginners, they fail to address the part of chironomy, which is very essential part. They directly go on judging to the lines of the palm, so that gives them a false interpretation, and this is the reason why this field has got a very bad name, because they do out of fashion, but they are indirectly spoiling the field, spoiling the essence of this field and this knowledge. So chironomy and chiromancy, these two parts should be combined together, and the interpretation should be made. So the second question comes, like which hand to analyze, like right hand or left hand. So since from my experience from last few years, I feel both the hands should be analyzed. So like I could say that the hand in which you write, the hand you use most of the work in most of your works, is your active hand, and that active hand and the hand which you don't use most is your passive hand, or your non-active hand. So your active hand shows your conscious mind, and while your passive hand shows your subconscious or unconscious mind. So the passive hand reflects your personality, which you have got by birth. It has all the ancestral beliefs, all the ancestral symptoms, and all the ancestral tendencies of doing certain things and certain ideologies. And your active hand is the efforts you have made to change those existing belief system, those existing things what you have received by birth. So so now if a sign which is present in your passive hand is also present in your active hand, then we can say it's a confirm sign which has transformed your personality. But suppose if there is a sign in your active hand but which is not present in your passive hand, then we can say that you have developed it with time. So yeah, your active hand should always be given a preference. So I would rather say like a person who is using their left hand as an active hand. It becomes plays a very dominant role in him. So before directly jumping on the lines of the palm, there are so many other things which I already said should be seen. So I'll make a series of videos on those things. So first is the flexibility of hand, then is the skin color, then there is a shape of the hand, the finger size and the finger setting, and the shape of the nails, even the condition of the mounts. So in a next series of the videos I'll fragment these topics so that it will be easier for everyone to grasp. And after all, just by looking at one of the quality, please don't go in judging someone's personality, because you will completely fail, because overall all things should be seen in your hand, and it should be combined together to create a kind of a situation so that a personality can be judged in that. So at the end of these series of the videos, you will be able to diagnose so many diseases underlying in your body, in your family members' body. Even you'll learn how to judge someone's what is underlying in their mind, what is going on in their mind, what is their tendency of looking at things. So there are so many things which will be unfolded in front of you. And palmistry is a science which it can be developed by anyone with the regular practices. So I would rather say after looking at the videos, just go and look at your hands and try seeing it practically. You just have an example with your own hand. Your hand is one of the example you have got. Just keep looking at things. Be sensitive to so many things. So it will be a series of videos, and I'll share a screen right now in which by few examples I'll show like how the flexibility of hand can reveal so many things about someone's personality. So this topic will be dealt in this video, and in the coming videos we'll discuss about the skin color, in the next shape of the hand, so on and so forth. Please stay tuned. So guys, I have categorized the hand in two categories, that is a thick hand and thin hand. Try to bend your hand as shown in the image, and if the palm makes more than 120-degree angle with your wrist, then it comes in the first category, that is the stiff and cylinder hand. So now these people are have a very fixed views towards anything in the world, and they have a strong personal viewpoint. They have a kind of a fixed viewpoint about anything. So they are resistive to change, and yet but they are intuitive, they are creative. So these people can be a leader. Then they can be a creative leader. So the second category of stiff and thick hand, if you have a thick hand and it makes more than 120-degree angle with your wrist, so such kind of people are stubborn. They have a belief like a stone. They cannot be shaken. You cannot change their belief. They are very they are very stiff to their opinion. They will not listen to anyone. So even when presented with a logical argument, and his faults are explained, he will never even accept the fact that his point can be wrong also. So someone with this hand is a kind of a fanatic, you can say. So the third category is moderately flexible or slender hand. So in this category of people, like it makes an almost 90-degree angle with your wrist, your palm. So in this category, these are someone who lives in the real world but may be prone to occasional escapists or fantasies. They're like a daydreaming or something, some kind of thing, but occasional. They are not, but such a person may be lazy in trying to improve their circumstances. This person is a kind of a dreamer, you can say. So the next category, which is moderately flexible thick hands. So this suggests a strong-willed person who holds strong beliefs but is still open to suggestions. They also hold deep views but can accept that he or she may not always be right. Someone with this hand is a doer. So the next category, which is flexible slender hand, like it's one of the most common type, and it suggests a person who is fairly or even in temperaments and views. Such a person avoids extremes and prefers to consider all the options and is a realist, you can say. So the next category is flexible thick hands. So now another common type of hand. This suggests a person who is a even temperament but inside tends to think that he or she is usually right. He or she listens though and changes her views if convinced. This person is a escapist, like you can say. So the next category is very flexible or slender hand, like if it makes less than 90-degree angle, So this is the hand of a dreamer. This person who spends much of his life in fantasy world and follows other persons, they don't have their own point of view. They follow other person's views, finding it easy to go with the flow. A person with this hand is an escapist also. So very flexible. The next category is very flexible thick hand. So it's a rare combination actually. This may be more a result of a person's profession where flexibility is needed for a skill manual task. It is usually indicative of a skilled craft person. This person can be an artist. So these were the category of people according to the flexibility of their hand. So please do not forget to write in the comment section which kind of a hand you have, and if you need a personal guidance and a personal interpretation of your hand, then you can mail me. The email ID is in the description below. So guys, in the next video we'll discuss about the color of the skin of the hand and how it transforms a personality of an individual. So I'm trying to make a very quick and sharp video so that I should not take much of your time, so that I'm trying to make it more precise way, in a precise way. So please stay tuned. And thank you for watching.